Today, April 1st, 2026, marks the most significant leap for humanity in over half a century, as the massive Space Launch System (SLS) rocket prepares to ignite its 8.8 million pounds of thrust, sending 4 brave astronauts toward the lunar far side. The official broadcast is filled with triumph and celebration. However, beneath the polished surface of NASA's public relations, a strange anomaly has emerged in the pre-launch telemetry. While the world watches the Orion capsule embark on its 10-day journey, independent observers have noted classified adjustments to the spacecraft's sensor arrays, adjustments that aren't listed in the public mission manifest. Is Artemis II purely a test of life support systems, or did the uncrewed Artemis I mission find something on the moon's dark side that required a manned investigation? The mission objectives for Artemis II are clear. Verify that humanity can survive the deep space environment beyond Earth's orbit. But as Commander Reid Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialists Christina Koch and Jeremy Hansen prepare for their free return trajectory, the stakes feel higher than a simple flight test. We're going to break down the real science of this mission, explore the records these 4 pioneers are about to shatter, and eventually we will address the whispered reports of unidentified structures that NASA's cameras might accidentally miss during the lunar flyby. Stick around, because by the end of this video, we'll reveal the truth behind the most controversial theories surrounding this mission and whether NASA is truly alone out there. If you're ready to go beyond the official narrative, hit that like button right now and subscribe to Exoplanet X. We're tracking every mile of this historic journey.
To appreciate the scale of what is happening today, April 1st, 2026, we have to look at the hardware. The Space Launch System, SLS, is the most powerful rocket ever built, producing 15% more thrust than the legendary Saturn V. Its mission is to push the Orion spacecraft into a high Earth orbit before performing the trans-lunar injection, a burn that will catapult Commander Reid Wiseman and his crew toward the moon at speeds exceeding 24,000 miles per hour. This isn't just a repeat of the 1970s. Orion is equipped with a solar-powered service module provided by the European Space Agency, designed to keep 4 humans alive in a radiation-heavy environment for over 10 days. The goal is to prove that our life support systems can handle the deep space void before we even think about a permanent lunar base. The crew itself is making history with every mile they travel. Pilot Victor Glover is the first person of color to leave Earth's orbit, while mission specialist Christina Koch is the first woman to venture into deep space. Alongside them, Jeremy Hansen represents the first Canadian to ever reach lunar distance. Their trajectory is known as a free return path, a brilliant piece of orbital mechanics where the moon's own gravity will whip the capsule around its far side and slingshot it back toward Earth without needing a massive engine burn. It's a safety-first approach, ensuring that even if the main propulsion fails, the laws of physics will bring our pioneers home to a splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. But what makes the 2026 mission truly unique is the optical communications system. For the first time, NASA is testing laser-based data transmission from the moon, allowing for high-definition 4K video feeds in near real time. This is where the controversy begins. With such high-resolution capabilities, the public expects to see every crater and shadow on the lunar far side. However, during the final pre-flight briefings, NASA officials hinted that certain sectors of the lunar surface might be temporarily obscured due to sensor calibration. This has led many to wonder, in an era of 4K laser comms, why would the most advanced cameras in human history need to blink exactly when they pass over the most mysterious regions of the moon? As Artemis II pushes beyond the protective shield of Earth's magnetic field, the crew is facing a silent but deadly challenge: radiation.
To ensure the safety of Wiseman, Glover, Koch, and Hansen, the Orion capsule is packed with over 5,000 passive and 30 active sensors, including the new crew active dosimeters worn right in their pockets. But the most fascinating piece of tech flying today, April 1st, 2026, is the O20 Laser Communication System. For the first time in history, humans are using infrared lasers to beam 4K high-definition video back to Earth at 260 megabits per second. This means we aren't just getting grainy photos, we are seeing the lunar surface with more clarity than any human eye has ever witnessed. It is this unprecedented level of detail that has sparked the most intense rumors of the year, because with 4K clarity, it becomes much harder for NASA to explain away anomalous geometric shapes in the lunar shadows. Beyond the tech, this mission is set to shatter distance records that have stood since the Apollo 13 crisis in 1970. Depending on the final gravitational slingshot, Orion could reach a point over 4,700 miles, 7,600 kilometers, beyond the far side of the Moon, making these 4 astronauts the farthest humans have ever traveled from their home planet. They are not just passengers, they are active scientists, tasked with photographing potential landing sites for the upcoming Artemis IV mission. But as they point their high-res cameras toward the lunar craters, internal mission logs suggest a secondary objective, a detailed thermal scan of non-natural signatures detected during previous uncrewed flybys. This is the moment where official science begins to blur with the high-stakes reality of 2026 lunar geopolitics. The most explosive theory surrounding today's April 1st flyby is that Artemis II isn't just a test flight, but a high-stakes surveillance mission. Rumors have swirled that NASA's new 4K laser optical sensors are specifically tuned to scan the Shackleton crater and the lunar South Pole for secret Chinese infrastructure. With the China National Space Administration, CNSA, rapidly advancing its own International Lunar Research Station, some military analysts suggested that Wiseman and his crew were tasked with visually confirming the presence of unauthorized hardware on the lunar far side. This narrative painted Artemis II as a silent scout in a new orbital Cold War, suggesting that the mission's 10-day duration was strategically timed to catch the lunar surface in perfect lighting for high-resolution reconnaissance. However, as we peel back the layers of these April 2026 rumors, the reality is much more grounded and arguably more impressive. While it's true that Orion is carrying advanced thermal and optical sensors, their primary target isn't secret bases, but the Moon's volatile resources. To build a sustainable colony, NASA needs to find water ice hidden in permanently shadowed regions. Any anomalous signatures detected are far more likely to be concentrated pockets of hydrogen or unique geological formations than hidden bunkers. Furthermore, international space law and treaty transparency mean that any major lunar construction would be visible to dozens of commercial satellites long before a manned crew arrived. The spy mission theory, while thrilling, overlooks the fact that Orion's trajectory is dictated by physics and fuel, not a secret search and destroy itinerary. Ultimately, the true secret found by Artemis II is something far more profound, the realization that space is becoming a shared, crowded frontier. Whether it's the 4K feeds showing the stark beauty of the lunar craters, or the telemetry proving that humans can indeed survive the deep space void, the success of today's mission belongs to all of humanity. NASA isn't hiding a lunar city, they are paving the road for the Artemis III landing in 2027. The myths of hidden structures serve as a reminder of our fascination with the unknown, but the real triumph of April 1st, 2026 is the 4 brave individuals currently hurtling through the vacuum of space, proving that the Moon is no longer a distant dream, but our next home. What do you think? Is there still something NASA isn't telling us? Or are we finally seeing the moon for what it really is? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next mission report.